Bagfuel, baby.
I don't think people know how you knew Big and stuff like that. I don't think people go back to the dead president's time when you was at the Monopoly table with the real money. I didn't know Aiden, but I was like, that scene to me with Dame, it was you, Big, Dame, and somebody else, right?
Smooth the Hustler was there too.
Smooth the Hustler. Shout out to Smooth. Shout out to Trigger. Shout out to Smooth and Trigger.
Yeah.
I don't think people understand what that was the magnitude of hip hop and shit like that.
We didn't know what that was. We was just moving off of vibration. And it was a great thing at that time because Jay was he was getting his foot in the door at the time. Big already made his mark, and I think at that particular time, Sugar Hill was out, so it was just like a good vibe at that time. You know what I mean? We knew everybody was about their business, and everybody had the same goal, was to be great. You know what I mean? So it was good energy.
What made Big stand out? Because you was cool with him. And you not a dude that's just cool with niggas because they rap. What was it about him that?
Oh, Big, he spit. He, you know what I mean? Not just because he's from Brooklyn. We ain't gonna say that. But nah, Big was a spitter and he represented the culture. He got fly. You know what I mean? He just did all the right things that was needed, as well as, everybody from that era. To me, we were making the mold at that time. You know what I'm saying? Like the artists before us that inspired us, they was more, lyrical but metaphoric. And then when we came, we brought the life to the table. Like, oh shit, we had our foot in it. We young, but we had our foot in it, and this is what's going on now. So we brought what's going on now to the table. You know what I mean? And that's what made it fly. And Big spit it from his perspective, from him being from the style, and everybody from that area was spitting it. I'm from East New York, Jay Marcy and so forth, so on, and everybody else that was in the era at that time, the Wu was doing them, the Bridge was doing them, and it was just the life. We spoke about the life, so.
I just realized it was 4 Brooklyn niggas at that table. It just made me realize Smooth, Jay, Big, and Smooth. Oh, and I'm sitting at the table focused on with the rappers. It was just
on the rap side, yeah.
Let me ask you this, man. You're revered in Brooklyn,
right?
And you've worked with so many Queens dudes,
right.
Like when Jay and Nas was going at it, did you ever try to settle it between them, make it calm?
You know what? Not really, because at the end of the day, we seen what happened with Big and Pac. It was crazy, and then they think it was after. Not only that, right? I know, they both could hold each other down, and not only that, Nas is the type. He kind of like me in a sense that I noticed. Like when it's shit, we like to handle our own shit. We ain't gonna involve nobody else because we gonna step to the business and whatever outcome gonna be, right? So he got low. So not necessarily nobody really even knew.
He just
got low for a minute.
Shit.
But you gotta understand, when certain people get low, it's like somebody, if you beefing with them, and they like, oh, word? That's a nigga you gotta watch out for. So when they get low, that's the calm before the storm, right? So I didn't really know what was gonna happen, but I knew something, cause he get busy, and when your pride's on the table, your ego, then you gotta strike back. When, I don't know how, I don't know, but.
Where was you at when you first heard Ether then?
Where was I? He didn't necessarily let me hear it.
How did you hear it?
I heard it. I think I heard it like everybody else on the radio. On the radio, I think I was on the West Side, and then I think who played it first? It was a K-Slate.
What was your thoughts when you heard the song?
This motherfucker, he's going crazy. This motherfucker going crazy. Oh, yo.
You called him?
Yeah, I called him. I should go straight to voicemail at that time. Like, oh man. But now it was on though. You know what I mean?
Yeah, of course.
You know what I mean? It was hip hop.
It's hip hop though. It's an iconic moment. Yeah. Speaking of, you was talking about being at the gambling table, like that.
Oh yeah.
People don't know you a gambling dude, man.
I'm too much, man. You gotta be kidding me.
Oh, you don't want to?
That's all good. I mean, I love poker. I love dice. I mean, who don't? Like this, that's from when you grow up. It was passing the time.
On the block.
We playing spades. You know what I mean? We playing pity pat. You know what I mean? It's just it kills time, and it's a beautiful thing.
What's the crazy amount you lost? You was like, yo, man.
Yeah, I lost some paper. I won some paper, but I lost some paper too. Yeah.
Any rapper took your money, you was like, I'm gonna wait till I come.
I play with a couple of cats.
Who's a shark?
Who's a shark? Meaning what?
Like a rapper.
Who's good? Who's good at the table? Who's solid?
Who's solid, man? Yo, I remember actually with BET, I remember we was playing poker on BET with Clue, and I forgot who was at the table. I don't think neither one of y'all was, man. I didn't even think my people was, man, but it was on BET. I forgot.
Yeah.
I think it was Envy.
You shot it on 106 in Park.
Yeah, you was there?
Yes.
God damn, I know it was Envy.
Rock Wilder was there. Envy. I came with Envy. I came with Envy back then.
Yeah.
Clue was there. Rock Wilder was there. Denzel Washington was upstairs. That's when they had Free and AJ.
Right.
Free shit. I was there.
Yeah. But I played with a couple of cats. More or less love playing with my peoples, you know what I mean? Where because you know, when you gambling, sometimes people tend to verbally get disrespectful, and it's hard when you fucking with strangers and they try and assassinate your character. And now it becomes personal. You know what I mean? So, but yeah, poker and dice is my thing.
How you feel about people? Because I'm not gonna say their name. I don't want to put in about people saying that Big wasn't a legend before he died, but Tupac was.
I don't even get into them dialogues. They still talk about Big like they talk about Pac. It was two different energies in the air. You know what I mean? Come on, man. Big paved the way at that time with us coming through. He the one that really was stomping the yard and really on that radio like full flat. Everybody know from 9-4, Big, that was Big airwaves. Like Hot 9-7 was him, you know what I mean? He was doing it how it's supposed to be done, you know what I mean? So they both legends, man.
What about your record that you got coming out? Who's some of the producers that you got up there?
On the album?
On the album.
The album, truth be told, the album, all Buck Wild. He did the whole album.
Buck Wild did the whole album?
The whole album,
okay.
It makes it, right, when I think about it, even though it ain't, like you understand, like for Guru, Primo did his whole album, and even Death Row, Dre do the whole album. So it's been done. Even like Trackmasters, they did, I think they did Nas' whole album. It was written, but then even with Mines, with Piece of a Man, they did about 90% of it. But when you do something with a producer, now that I notice, it makes it less complicated because now you don't have to look for material. You could just pick and just vibe. You know what I mean? It's not like I got this sound. Let me wait for this. Yo, come on, man, send these tracks, yo. You know what I mean? When you're in the house, it's like
you lock in.
You lock in, give you a slow beats, and you could connect the dots. You know what I mean?
Do you think that you should have did that when you was younger? Just lock in with one producer?
I did with Trackmasters. With Piece of Man was that one. You know what I mean? But I think LES was on one or two. But LES been on my first couple albums. Yeah. But yeah, it was done. But it makes sense. It kind of makes sense. But then, like I said, when you getting in the game, trying to feel your way around, you know what I mean? You don't know. You know, you learn as you go. You know, it just makes sense. It's less stress, less headaches, and you get shit done faster.